Hey guys, Vega here. Welcome to episode 17 of Shingakkou. Can't remember where we were at last time.
Leonid がルシフェルじゃなきゃいい。
It would be great if Leonid is not Lucifer. Michael's head is filled with that. Second one.
マイケル、おはよう。
おはよう。
So Michael suddenly froze and
マイケル、どうかした？
いや、今日も寒いなと思っただけだ。
I don't know, just feel like today is cold.
お湯を持ってこようか？
いや、
Why did Michael just freeze?
じゃあ。
Oh, okay. So there's a letter beneath his blanket. That's why he froze.
ふざけたことを。
What kind of joke is this? I didn't notice that at all. When did someone put it in? Goes opening the letter in a place where no one can see. And then it's another invitation, I think. Yeah. So he was going with Leonid to the going with Gabby to the little shack by the lake. And then Leonid found him. Told him that he doesn't need to go to Leonid's room today.
正体を確かめる方法。顔が見られれば一番早い。
The fastest way to find out his identity would be to see his face. So, she needs to first find a hiding spot.
集合時間より早めに行って隠れて待つ。
I need to hide and wait before the meeting time. Michael thinks that in the dark of the night, because sometimes it's difficult to see, there might be people who come without all the scarves and the masks. Hang on a moment.
It's
better than doing nothing. Good thing is, there's a lot of places to hide in the cemetery. That's true, there's a ton of tombstones there. As a backup plan, I'll bring the chalk with me. Some sharp pain came from the tips of his fingers.
しまった。
I was too deep in thought and didn't know when I started biting on my fingernails again. I can't believe this bad habit is still with me. It's the night of that Friday. The room is very quiet, and any footsteps would I'm scared of making any footstep sounds. Look around the room. Benjamin is still there, asleep. So Michael's thinking about what Jack said and is thinking whether or not he should shake Benjamin to test. And same with everyone else in the room. If no one can wake up.
考えすぎだな。なんだか妙な空気に飲まれている。
I'm probably thinking too much. While he was walking through the hallway and there was no one there. And the cemetery has a mist all over it. And then you can see a bit of the moonlight, or what he thinks is the moonlight. It's as if there is some invisible wall back of his back feels cold, and there's an alarm always ringing in his head. Something doesn't feel right. Does mist normally feel like this? Also, this looks exactly the same as what Michael saw in his dream. He's remembering his mother. Can't be scared of this and then stop walking forward.
霧が何だって言うんだ。
So what if there's mist? Pumping himself up. Hiding behind a tombstone. Hiding behind Michael Morgan. Oh, so after a while he saw some shadows walking towards his direction. The shadow is not quite tall, seems to be a little bit shorter than Michael.
エリゴールかそれともアスタロト
Is it Eligor or Astaroth? From this height, it's probably Astaroth. He's walking, like Astaroth is walking very calmly. So you can tell that he's only wearing his cape and is not wearing the mask. And then just a little while, and there's a little, if he's a little closer, I'd be able to see his face. Holy shit. And there was sudden dog bark.
野犬か一体どこから
Is it wild dogs? Where did they come from? But when I look around, there's nothing around me, even though that sound seemed like it was very close. Looks around, and then suddenly this time a large wind blew, and it's as if it'll blow his entire person away. So he hurriedly closes up around his cape. And the wind blows so harshly on his face it made him close his eyes. And next time he opened his eyes, he couldn't believe what he was seeing.
霧が濃くなってる
The mist became more dense. His vision was filled with white. He stuck out his hand and can't even see his palm.
アスタロトはどこだ
Where's Astaroth? Found him somewhere very close. He seems to be scared by the sudden mist as well. It's not just me. I can see him looking around. However, I can only see a rough outline. When I shifted, like when I looked away, he was only 3 feet away from me. And then Astaroth walked away. Lucifer, the mist is thicker. So Michael's waiting behind the tombstone, waiting for the mist to disperse. The mist is making his clothes wet. One more person, another person. The members walk by. the vague outlines have different heights and different body shapes. You can tell roughly who is who, but I can't see any of their faces. The one that came last is Niel, a very tall figure and very heavy footsteps. I gave up and popped up from behind the tombstone, and Niel immediately noticed me. After he figured out who it was, he didn't ask why I was hiding there and just patted my shoulder.
すごい霧だな、ミカエル。寒くてかなわ。
It's such a big mist, Michael. It's so cold. Oh yeah, I think this guy's afraid of the cold, right?
ほら行こう。壁が崩れかけてて危なっかしいが、オンボロ教会の中の方がまだマシだぞ。
もう少しだったな。
Telling him to keep going. Everyone's already there.
ようこそミカエル。我が正義の天使よ。
Welcome, Michael, my angel of justice.
そしてベリアル。悪徳を愛する者。君が正義の天使と連れ立ってくるとは面白いね。
And welcome, Belia, the one that is the person who likes I'm not sure if this is the right translation, like bad acts of good. This word means bad and this word means good, so that's what I'm gonna guess it means. You're bringing the angel of justice here. That's very interesting.
そうか？俺は誰とでも仲良しだぜ。フレンドリーな男だからな。
Is that so? I'm good friends with everyone.
ベリアルらしくないな。やっぱり最近のルシフェルの名付け方は今一つだと思うんだが。
That's not like Belia at all. Lucifer, your naming schemes are not very good these days.
今日は何をやるの？
What will we do today?
今日は久しぶりに悪魔を呼び出そう。
Let's call forth a devil.
またかよ。どうせ失敗するんだから無駄なことはやめておこうぜ。
We're doing it again? Well, we fail every time. Let's just stop wasting efforts.
おや、エリゴール。失敗するだなんてどうして言い切れる？
Eliker, how do you know for sure that it will fail?
本当はビビってるだけなんだろ？悪魔が出てきたら怖いからさ。
You're just afraid, right? You're afraid that the devil might actually come.
アスタロト、それは違うよ。本当はね、彼は生贄を捧げることに抵抗があるのさ。
Astaroth, you're not right. He is actually, he just doesn't like the sacrifices on this table.
はあ？何それ？
What is that? So, Lucifer patted Astaroth's head.
エリゴールは獣に情け深い悪魔なんだ。
Eliker seems very kind to beasts.
君が間違えるだなんて珍しいな、ルシフェル。僕が読んだ本のエリゴールの項にはそんな記述はなかった。
It's very rare for you to be wrong in this aspect, Lucifer. From the book's description of Eliger, I don't remember this kind of description.
さあ、そんなことより儀式の準備を始めようか。
Let's start the ceremony.
ミカエル、君は祭壇を清めてくれ。
Michael, you clean the altar.
祭壇。
Altar? Can't see an altar.
ああ、違うよ。ここにあった祭壇はとうの昔に崩れてしまっているからね。祭壇代わりにするのはこれさ。
Ah, no, the original altar broke down quite a while ago. The thing replacing the altar is this. He points towards the coffin, the one that was holding the first generation principal.
これを
We'll clean this.
そう
清め
Looks around, there's no pieces of cloth to clean it with.
何やってんだよ。
What are you doing? Astaroth is laughing at him.
祭壇は手で清めるんだよ。礼拝堂じゃあるまいし、布なんか使えると思ってんの？黒ミサじゃ手でやるのが当たり前なんだよ。
The altar needs to be cleaned with your hands. This is not the one in the church. Do you think you can find a piece of cloth?
僕が寝る祭壇なんだから、ちゃんときれいにしてよね。
This is the altar that I'll be lying down on, so you have to properly clean it. Looks at the
まあ
coffin.
仕方がないな。この中に本当に人の死体が入っているのか。
Is there actually a dead body in here? Let's just do it pretty quickly and get it over with.
ミカエル、終わったならこっちを手伝ってくれ。
Michael, when you're done, come over here and help me out. So he cleaned it very roughly and then went to Niel.
ルシフェルは何を？
What's Lucifer doing?
ああ、あれか。魔法陣を描いてるんだ。
He's drawing the magic circle.
この暗い中で。
In such a dark place?
嫁が聞くんだとよ。それより、ちょっとこれ持ってろ。
It appears that his night vision is very good. Before that, help me hold this. Gave him a candle. The numbers are the same as the number of people here, but all of their shapes are slightly different.
黒いろうそく。
The black candles?
黒ミサ用だ。死刑囚の亡骸から取った油で作ってあるんだとさ。
It's for the black mass. I heard that it's made from the fat of bodies who were criminally put to death. Like who committed criminal acts where they needed to be put to death.
なんて物持たせるんだ。
What are you giving me?
捨てんじゃねえぞ。気持ち悪くても我慢しろ。
Don't throw it away. Even if it feels gross, you gotta hold it back.
言われなくても分かってる。でもこんなの一体どこで手に入れたんだ？
Even if you don't tell me, I know that. But where did we get this?
さーてな。調達してきてんのはルシフェルだ。
Who
俺に
knows?
は分からねえな。
The one responsible for it is Lucifer.
もっとも死刑囚の油で作られてるって話だってどこまでが本当だかね。
But whether or not he actually used the fat of dead bodies, that's uncertain.
おいルシフェル、生贄はどこに置いたんだ？
Now, Lucifer, where did you put the sacrifice?
おかしな感じだな。
What a strange feeling.
今さらおかしいも何もねえだろ。夜中に墓場に寄り集まって黒ミサなんかしてんだから。
What are you feeling weird about now? We came here in the middle of the night and preparing for the Black Mass.
それはそうだけど、そういうことじゃなくて、のんきだなと思って。
You're right, but that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, everyone seems pretty chill about this. I looked around and Lucifer seems to have finished drawing the magic circle. And the Astaroth was lying beside him. Eliger is holding a big cage. Oh, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Fukas is holding some strange liquid in the bottle.
休憩時間の談話室でも覗いているみたいだ。
It looks like the recreation room during recess.
まあな。俺も入ったばかりの時には驚いたもんさ。これじゃまるでクラブ活動だもんな。
That's right. When I first came here, I was in shock. This looks like it's just a regular club. Niel took out the tri candle holder. And Michael couldn't help but smile.
だがな。だからって気抜くんじゃねえぞ。油断してると足元をすくわれるからな。
But you have to be careful still. If you relax slightly, you might show some weakness. Show some like loophole.
さあ、みんな魔法陣の中に入って。
Everyone stand on the magic circle. You can see a white magic circle on the ground. Wait. Oh yeah. Can't really see exactly what he drew because the light is not so great. But there seems to be some circle-ish shape.
今日は初めて参加するミカエルがいるから注意をしておこ
う。Because it is Michael's first time, I will give you guys a warning.
魔法陣は踏まないように気をつけてくれたまえ。陣が壊れると安全は保証できない。
Be careful not to accidentally step and break the magic circle when you're walking. If the circle is broken, then you cannot guarantee your safety.
儀式の最中もこの中にいる限りは安全だ。ただし、陣の外に出たら災いが降りかかるから気をつけるように。
When the ceremony is taking place, it is safe if you are inside the circle. But if you leave the circle, then a disaster will happen to you. So please be careful. Took the little bottle from Fukas and then dripped it around the circle. On the altar is a small box, plus some bottle with strange liquid, and another black knife. What is the... Oh, not a bottle with black liquid, it's a cup with black liquid. Let's forget about the knife for now, but what is the box and the cup for? It's as if he heard what I was thinking about, and Lucifer points to those items and says,
杯には血が入っている。生贄の血だ。箱の中身は香とモグラの血を混ぜ合わせたもの。
Inside the cup is the sacrifice's blood, and in the box is rat blood mixed with some good smelling like herbs.
へえ、今回はちゃんとモグラを捕まえられたんだ。
This time you grab some mice properly, huh?
フルカスに叱られないようにね。
In order not to be scolded by you.
必要なのはモグラだけじゃないはずだがね。
Oh, in order not to be scolded by Fukas. What's necessary isn't just the mice.
ルシフェルはいつもいい加減だからな。いくら言っても魔術書の手順を踏もうとしない。 これで悪魔が召喚されるわけが。
Oh my god, this guy's going so much by the book. So now he's saying that Lucifer isn't following the book. And so he doesn't just need mice, he needs other stuff. And Fukasa's like, how could you possibly call forth the devil? Don't worry, Fukasa. Lucifer will have his ways.
フルカスの頭でっかち
Fukasa, you bookworm.
何を。
ルシフェルみたいに本当にすごい魔術師ならそんな面倒なことをしなくたって悪魔くらい呼び出せるに決まってるじゃん
Oh my god, I actually love this kid. If it's an actual, like, amazing person like Lucifer, like an amazing magician like Lucifer, he doesn't need those useless things and can still call forth the devil.
君はルシフェルの信奉者だからそんなこと言うが、今までに一度も成功したことがないじゃないか。
You say that because you are Lucifer's faithful believer, but in truth, he has never succeeded up until now, hasn't he?
二人とも静かに。フルカス、これでも今回は前より準備を整えているんだよ。その証拠にほら、ごらん。
By the way, before continuing this, just a note that if someone is attacking you verbally like that, never try to defend yourself. Like Fukasa, don't justify yourself. Just let them say things. Like in an argument, you should, like, even if you want to fight back, like poke out holes at what he's saying instead of defending yourself. Never defend yourself. Anyway. So Fukasa, look, this time the preparations are more complete than before. The proof is, see? Lucifer takes out a little bag. Some dead animal. Oh shit. So on Lucifer's hand is a cat with its tongue pulled out and eyes removed. It's not just a cat, it's the cat's head.
これは人間の皮に包んで5日間育てた猫の頭。
This is a cat's head that was wrapped in human skin for 5 days.
と言いたいところだが、あいにく学校生活でそれを実践するには難しい問題が多い。幸いカラスにつつかれた猫の死骸を拾ったから首だけ拝借してきた。
Even though I want to say that, but unfortunately it's very hard to accomplish that in the school. Luckily, I was able to find this cat body which had been torn apart by crows, and I just borrowed its head.
猫の準備は完璧とは言い難いが、純血のまま死んだ子供の棺桶から抜いた釘も使っているし、頭蓋骨もそこに用意してある。
I'm not really sure what this sentence means. 但也用什么保持纯洁的死去的孩子Well, even though it's hard to say that all the preparations are complete, but I used a nail pulled from the coffin of a child who died in a very pure manner and have its head.
これだけ準備をしていたら十分だとは思わないか、フルカス。多少の不完全さくらい目をつむりたまえ。
The preparations are so... I've made so many preparations. Don't you think it's enough for Fukasa? Even though there are some imperfections, but can you please ignore them?
結構なんじゃないか。
This is not bad. This is a bad hobby. The cat's head, and the cat's head is probably real. But what about the child's skull?
君たちはそこに等間隔に並びたまえ。
You guys just stand around evenly in the circle. Put some stuff. Wait. Put some stuff in the cup of blood, and put them on the magic circle. To my left is Niel, to the right is Fukasu. On Fukasu's back is some small white thing. That's probably the skull.
儀式が成功すれば魔法陣の外に青い炎が吹き出すはずなんだ。ま、どうせ失敗だと思うけどね。
If the ceremony succeeds, then on the outside of Magic Circle there should be blue flames. But we'll probably fail anyway. There's a wind coming from nowhere, and with it there is warmth to it. Lucifer beckons towards Astaroth.
ではアスタロと祭壇へ。
Astaroth, please lie down on the altar.
はーい。
This is Lucifer's #1 fan right here. He's taking his clothes off and is lying naked on the coffin.
そんな格好でよくもまあ寒くねえもんだな。
Is he not afraid of cold? Neil is so afraid of the cold. He's thinking for other kids. I seem to have seen something I shouldn't seen. Even though I've seen lower grade students' naked bodies in a bath, but why do I feel so nervous right now? Michael, you gay. So Lucifer puts the candles, the bat's corpse, and the incense on top of Astaroth's chest. And like lit up on the altar is the candles that were made from the dead criminal's fat. Astaroth seemed to be laughing from being ticklish. He put his knees up, opened his legs, and and Fukasu seems to uncomfortably shift. There are very large scars on Astaroth's inner legs. Seems to be done with a knife. Some very new wounds. In that location, if he closes his legs, then he will be able to hide them. That's why people weren't able to discover them when he was bathing.
杯には血が入っている。生贄の血だ。
In the cup is the blood of the sacrifice. So that's what Lucifer was saying before, Michael's recalling it. So I'm guessing that cup was filled with Astaroth's blood from his thighs.
Ha Adonai Elohim Adonai Yehovah Adonai Sabas. Metroton on Agra Adonai Maton Babam Pitonicum.
おかしいな。頭がぼんやりする。
Strange, why does my head feel dizzy and heavy? Here's the CG. I hope that's not the blue flame. I feel like my brain is being shaken by someone, and it's a very strange feeling. And from earlier, the smells of the dead bodies and the candles, they're now gone. I can't feel them at all.
気持ちいい。
Feels nice.
ミステリウム、サラマンドラ、コンベントス、シルボルム。
Lucifer's voice seems to fall from the sky. I want to sleep like this. I feel like I am dreaming. Lucifer sticks his hand out towards the altar and takes out a large cloth bag. It's about the size that needs to. The size is big enough for a person to wrap his entire arms around it. Lucifer opens the cloth. There's a chicken. The chicken head is very big, and it's a male chicken. The chicken sleeping in the cage seems to be scared of this unstable air and quickly became silent. The feathers are dark and long. I've seen this chicken before. This is... That's right, isn't this the chicken that Mr. Macaulay had in his yard? Lucifer uses a low voice to cast the spell and pulls out the chicken from the cage. The chicken uses a small voice to cluck. Lucifer puts the cage down and holds the knife.
ダメだ。
You can't. His vision is shaking. You can smell something sweet in the air. Mr. Macaulay, he's usually very nice to us, but we are betraying him.
ダメだ。ダメだ。
You can't. Lucifer holds the knife.
ダメだ。
おや、儀式の邪魔をしたね、ミカエル。一体何がダメなんだい？
You interrupted the ceremony, Michael. What is it that we can't do?
その鶏、ミスター・マコーリーのものじゃないのか？
That chicken, isn't it Mr. Macaulay's? I forgot to change my voice. But so what if my identity is revealed?
おや、よくわかったね。今日の夕方拝借してきたんだ。かわいそうなミスター・マコーリー。明日の朝には盗まれたことに気づくだろうね。
This is something I borrowed. Excuse me. This is something I just borrowed. Poor Mr. Macaulay. He'll probably notice that it was still tomorrow morning.
殺すつもりなのか？
Do you plan on killing it?
もちろん。祭壇に生き血を与えなければ。
Of course, I have to give the altar fresh blood.
そんなの認められない。
I do not agree with something like
儀
this.
式を中断しておんどりを返せと？
Do you mean to interrupt the ceremony and return the chicken? Astaroth pulls at Lucifer's clothes. Astaroth is still lying on the coffin.
ねえルシフェル、さっさと続きをやろうよ。こんなやつなんかほっといてさ。せっかく今日は成功しそうだったのに。
Lucifer, let's continue. Forget about this guy. It was so rare that today we were just about to succeed.
ミカエル、君がここでたかだか1羽の鶏を助けたからって何の意味がある？世界中じゃ今この瞬間にももっとたくさんの生き物が殺されているさ。
Michael, what is your purpose of saving this one chicken? At this moment on this planet, there are an uncountable number of creatures being killed. I agree, but I think that you need to save the chicken not because to save the life, but because it's Mr. Macaulay's chicken.
遊びで殺していいわけじゃないだろう。
I don't think we can kill it from a joke.
何言ってんのさ。自分が今いるのがどこか分かってないの？教えてあげるけど、黒ミサをやってるんだよ、黒ミサをさ。
What are you talking about? Do you not know where you are currently located? Let me tell you, you are at the Black Mass.
いい子ぶりたいならさっさと結社から抜けて、神父様にでも泣きつけばいいだろ。
If you want to pretend to be a good kid, then hurry up and leave just leave the secret society and then go find the priest and cry to him.
やっぱり新入りは不和の種だな。洗礼名はアンドラスにすべきだった。
The new member is uncooperative one. His ceremonial name should have been Andoras after all.
ベリアル、君はどう思う？
Delia, what do you think?
さっさとやろうぜ。生贄でも何でも。
If you want to do it, then hurry up and do it. Whether the sacrifice or whatever. I think, okay, so I'm deciphering Niel's actions here. Oh shoot, you don't know enough. Never mind. Wait, do you know enough? Right, no, I think, okay, I think he told us, right, that he was investigating the secret society. So I'm thinking that he's probably doing this to see what happens later on. To see if it has anything to do with like the death of the students that he was investigating about. And so you need to carry out the ceremony to see what the consequences are.
アスタルトの言う通りだぜ、ミカエル。お前さんには儀式の邪魔をする権利はねえよ。邪魔をするくらいなら結社から抜けろ。
Atheros is correct, Mikhail. You don't have the right to interrupt the ceremony. If you want to interrupt, then you should just leave. I bit my lips. That's right, I understand. I had that kind of resolve when I entered this place. But to want to back off now because of something as small as this, that's so naive of me. But
ではエリゴール、君の意見は？
Elgar, what do you think?
まさかあんたまでミカエルみたいないい子ちゃんなことを考えているわけじゃないよね。
Let's try to give him social pressure. You can't be also like Mikhail, right? Thinking about what good little kids would do.
バカ言うな。そんなことあるわけないじゃないか。
What are you talking about? This kind of thing, like, how could I do that? Again, never defend yourself when someone is like pointing their fingers at you. That's just a surefire way for them to keep making fun of you.
やるさ。黒ミサの生贄は初めてじゃないだろ。今までだって俺が文句を言ったことがあったか。
Do it, I'll do it. It's not the first time that we made sacrifices. Have I ever complained?
じゃあ決まりだな。賛成後に反対1。ミカエルの圧倒的な負けだ。
Then it's decided. Well, 5 versus 1. Michael, you have lost.
そうだ、いいこと思いついちゃった。いっそミカエルが生贄になれば。
That's right. I thought of a good thing. Why don't we let Mikhail be the sacrifice?
ねえ ルシフェル、そうしようよ。こいつの首を切って血を捧げるんだ。
Lucifer, let's do it. Let's cut his throat and put his fresh blood on the altar. Well, Lucifer wants to see Michael fall. I'm pretty sure he wants to see the angel like fall from his own occur, like you know, to fall from the sky from his own decisions and not from murder. Like even in that bad end I showed you guys, right? Like Lucifer didn't really touch Michael at all. He didn't do a thing. He just watched the process and kind of used devils to make it worse. But through the process, he didn't do a single thing that directly caused Michael's death.
バカか。こうなることも予測できなかったのか。
Idiot, did you not think that something will turn out like this? At this moment, the chicken flew from Lucifer's hands. Astaroth and Fukasa put the other stuff back on the altar. The Lucifer starts laughing.
彼はまだ死にたくないようだな。
Seems like it doesn't want to die just yet.
ああ、ルシフェル何やってんだよ。
Lucifer, what are you doing? Elliger happily runs out.
仕方がねえな。俺が捕まえてやるよ。
There's nothing to be done. Let me go fetch it. He starts chasing the chicken around. Chance is here. I took the chalk that I prepared in my hand. And given this opportunity, I can mark someone.
誰にする?
Who should I mark? We know Niel's identity very well, but we don't know other people's identities. But even during a ruckus like this, it's hard to mark everyone. Then the one remaining is choices. Mark Lucifer, Mark Elliger, Mark Astaroth, and Mark Kas. We already marked Elliger last time. Why is that option here again? Wait. Yeah, I think I redid the choice. I redid the choice, right? Why is he still here? Whatever. Save. Alright, we'll continue next time. Thank you for listening.